guys, welcome to your mobility class. We're going to do this all standing, and we're going to mix in a little bit of balance work with our mobility. Let's start with just sort of some feel-good movement of the spine. We're going to articulate down to a forward fold, back up to neutral. So to start, feet are about hips distance apart. We're neutral through the pelvis. We're upright. We're open through the chest. We're going to inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're going to knob the chin, and vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going to come into that forward fold, unlocking through the knees. And then as we inhale, we're just going to reverse it back up to our starting position. Again, move with the breath. Exhale, we fold, unlock the knees. Inhale, we stack the spine back up. Twice more. Last time. We stand it up, and then we're just going to take it into a side bend. As we side bend, one arm sweeps up and over, and then we switch. So we just did some articulation of the spine. Now let's do some lateral movement of the spine. Arms are going to reach out in a T up next. We'll be standing upright in 3, 2, 1. Standing up tall, arms reach out in a T. I want your palms to face forward. Now we're wide through the arms, but you can see them in your peripheral vision because I don't want you to flare open through the rib cage. So we want to maintain the connection to our core, gentle unlock through the knees. Now all we're going to do is flip the palms so that they face back and then forward. It's not just your hand rotating at the wrist. I want you to think about rotating the whole arm from the shoulder. But here's the deal. When we flip the palms back, what I don't want to happen is I don't want you to roll your shoulders forward. So you need to think broadness across the collarbones, okay, as we do this. It's a flip, flip. Where is that flip originating? Shoulders, not just wrist. We're reaching the top of our head up towards the ceiling, standing up tall. Sorry if you can hear that car horn. I have the window open and I live in the North End, which if you're familiar with Boston, you know how loud it is. We're going to stop next time your palms are facing back. From here, I want you to sweep the arms down by your side, and you're going to sweep them up just as far as you can, keeping the palms facing back. So you probably won't get them all the way up to the ceiling. Maybe you can. I cannot. Lower down. Sweep up just to your stopping point and down. Now there is natural upward rotation and downward rotation of the scapula when we sweep our arms like this. But we're not shrugging the shoulders up to our ears. We're not pulling them up. 2 more, and then we hold at the top. Now, next time you come to the top, your top, whatever that looks like, stop. And now let's flip the palms forward, not just the palms, the arm forward, and let's finish the sweep all the way up overhead and down, getting upward and downward rotation of the scapula here. So you can probably get a bigger range of motion with this rotation. Two more. We're going to hold with the arms up overhead. We're going to add in the hip hinge. So next time those arms sweep overhead, pause. Palms are facing forward. I'm just going to turn to face the side. We're going to do a hip hinge, and as the hips slide back, the arms are going to sweep back, palms up towards the ceiling. So we're unlocked through the knees as we do that hip hinge. Spine is staying neutral. And as the arms sweep forward, same thing we were talking about earlier, we're not rolling the shoulder heads forward. We're staying open through the chest, broad across those collarbones. We're going to hold in that hip hinge position with the arms back in 3, 2, 1. Come to your hip hinge, arms swept back. You're neutral through the spine. We're not arching into our lower back and puffing out through the rib cage. Now let's go back to that rotation. Palms face the floor. Palms face the ceiling. The rotation isn't coming from your wrist. It's originating from the shoulder joint. Keep that broadness across your collarbones, length through the back of your neck. Now we're going to stay in this hinge position, but we're going to bring our legs together in 3, 2, 1. All right, stay in this hinge position, but let's step our legs together so that they're touching. Now I want you to bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee, and I want you to bring the back of your left hand to your forehead, and we're going to do a spinal twist. So as you inhale, you're going to twist open towards the left, and then as you exhale, you're going to bring it back to center. So we're kind of anchoring ourselves with this right hand against the left knee. But think about pushing equally, knee into hand, hand into knee, so that the knees aren't wobbling as you do this. This twist is coming from your thoracic spine. So we're not just opening up through the elbow. Now you can always switch the breath pattern. If you feel more connected, exhaling as you twist, go for it. Up next, we're going to hold our twist. So next time you twist open, hold. Now from here, I want you to take your right heel and lift it up off the mat, so just the ball of the foot is down. Now I don't want this left knee to wobble, so you need to press the hand and knee in towards each other. Maintain this twist. On an exhale, we're going to take our right foot and we're just going to step it back. Woo! Stay for an inhale, and on your next exhale, step it forward. Keep reaching the hips back. At your own pace, we step back and forward. Back and forward. 2 more. On the second one, we're going to hold it back. So next time you step that right foot back, I want you to hold. Stabilize through this knee, hand and knee pushing in towards each other. Now can you start to lean forward a little bit, get a little lighter through that back foot. We're going to come into a balance. You're still in that spinal twist. Woo! If the balance isn't working for you, keep the foot on the ground, okay? Not here for long. You don't have to get the foot up very high. You're here for 3, for 2. Plant your right foot on the ground. Come out of your twist. Hands can come in front of you. And I want you to bend into your back knee so that we're in a split lunge position. Let's pause here. Hips are square. I'm going to do this with my arms reaching forward. You can have them on your hips if you'd like. We're going to move from this split lunge into a stand and a knee drive. Again, balancing on this left leg, the right knee will come up. Now, if you can, I want you to get low in the split lunge. Maybe you tap that back right knee to the mat. And then on an exhale, we're going to fire through the left side glutes as the right knee comes up into our knee drive, balancing here. Now let's step it back, bending into the knee. Maybe the knee taps the mat. Exhale, stand. Keep going like that. So lots of stabilization work going on for our left leg. We're going to do a little mobility work through the right hip coming up, holding in this knee drive balance. So next time you come to a knee drive, I want you to hold, and I'm just going to turn to face you so that you can see what we're doing. Now really ground down through this left foot, open through the chest. Hips are level, okay? So don't hike one up. And from here, I just want you to start windshield wipering this right shin. So it's going side to side. So we're getting rotation of the thigh bone within the hip joint while we balance on that left side. All right, now coming up, we got a tough one. We're going to rotate the pelvis around the stationary left thigh. So you can take out the windshield wiper, just hold your right leg still in 3, 2, 1, hold it still. Now on an exhale, we are going to rotate the pelvis open to the right, and then we're going to bring it back to center. Now we're going to rotate it the other way, okay? So now we're going to rotate over to the left, woo, and center. Keep going like that. Now really think about what is happening. Your stationary left thigh and knee pointing forward the whole time. It's the rest of our body rotating around the head of that left thigh bone. So your pelvis rotates. Now we're externally rotated. Center. To the left, now we're internally rotated within this hip joint. Center. Just give me 2 more. You can do it. Last time each direction. Woo, talk about a balance challenge. Come to center. Plant that right foot down. Pedal it out. Good job. All right, we're going to do that all again on the other side. All right, so we're going to come into that hip hinge position. So I want you to bring your legs together, spread out through the toes, plant down firmly through the big toe as well as the heel. And then you're going to shift your hips back so that we're in this hinged position. We're going to start with that torso twist. So I want you to bring the back of your right hand to your forehead, and then bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee. And we're going to twist open to the right, and then back through center. And you can give yourself a little pull with that arm to get a little traction into that twist. Now, I don't want too much compression as we twist, though, so you still need to think of reaching your head long, reach your tailbone long. Play around with your breath pattern. Might feel more natural to inhale as you twist open. Might feel more natural to exhale. I want you to do what works for you. And again, this twist is coming from your thoracic spine. That's your mid-spine, kind of think right where your shoulder blades are, the base of them. So don't just fling open through this elbow, okay? So we're going to hold the twist up next. So next time you twist open, pause. Now I want you to take your left heel and lift it up off the mat. Now this right knee needs to stabilize, so you need to push the hand into the outside of the knee at the same time you're pushing the knee into your hand. On an exhale, and again, we're maintaining this twist the whole time. Can you step your left foot back? And then step it forward. Now, if balance is an issue, I suggest stepping back on the exhale, pause for your inhale, and then step forward on the exhale as well. Initiate that breath, connect to your abdominal wall, then move second. Keep reaching your hips back. Hips are square, we're just twisted mid-spine and up. We have that balance coming up next. 2 more, we hold the second one back. Try not to wobble through this right knee. The hand and the knee push in towards each other. Next time you step back, pause. Maybe you stay here. If you want to go into the balance, we start tilting forward ever so slightly. Don't lock out through this right knee though. Maybe your left foot comes off the mat. Stay in the twist. You got it. With control, we'll step this left foot back down in 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot steps back. We can untwist through the torso, bend through the back knee. So both knees at opposing 90-degree angles. Square through the hips, level through the hips. Arms can reach forward, or you can have them on your hips if that works better for you. So split lunge into standing knee drive. If you can, we're going to ever so lightly tap that back left knee to the mat. And then as we exhale, we fire through the right side glutes. Left knee marches up. And we step it back down. You don't have to tap the knee to the mat. Just get as low as is comfortable for you. As you stand, you're thinking, engage the abdominal wall. Fire through those right side glutes. Big toe stays planted into the mat so that we have equal weight in all 3 corners of the foot. Heel, big toe, pinky side edge. We'll hold at the top in this knee drive position and come into that windshield wiper. Up next, give me 2 more like this. Next time up, we're going to hold, and I'm just going to turn to face you, and we're going to do that windshield wiper first. Make sure your hips are level, so don't hike one hip up. We just windshield wiper that left shin, side to side. So right here, it is the left thigh rotating within the hip joint. Coming up next, it's going to be the pelvis rotating around the right thigh. Pelvis rotations coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this left shin still. All right, on an exhale, rotate open to the left. Bring it back through center. Over to the right. Center. So nothing is rotating within that right leg. It is the pelvis and the rest of the body rotating around the head of that femur. Ooh, that right leg should be talking to you. It is working hard to balance. If you lose your balance, just tap the left toes down for a second, then bring them back off the mat when you're ready. 2 more. You can do it last time, each direction. Slow and controlled. Woo! Come through center. Both feet to the mat. Shake it out. All right, let's finish by just centering off a little bit. If you can step a little wider than hips distance, and I want you to come into a forward fold position. And then from this forward fold, I want you to bend the knees, reach your hips back, lift the chest, come into a wide low squat, and then just go back into your forward fold. Drop and open up into your squat. And fold. One more. Come into your forward fold. Vertebrae by vertebrae. You're going to roll yourself up to stand. Let's sweep the arms up overhead on an inhale. Release on an exhale. And that is your class. Awesome work.